Hi, and welcome to It's Simply Computing. So recently I've did some videos, one about where adware comes from, potentially on one of programs, as well as one on how to remove them. Now the system that I installed all of this on was completely unprotected. So I figured I would make some video about what happens if you actually have some antivirus installed. This here is my personal configuration. I currently run Microsoft Security Essentials, one of the worst antivirus programs out there, but it is free. It does not slow down the computer at all. And also, it is what it is. Malwarebytes, Anti-Malware Pro, I do pay for that for the active protection, and the Malwarebytes Anti-Exploit. But the biggest thing I run would be the OpenDNS DNS filtering, which we'll see in action here. You actually won't be able to see it do its thing, but it will prevent a lot of this stuff from getting on. And so far we can see that Malwarebytes has just blocked the connection. Oh, there we go. Rocket Tab did get installed, so that is a knock against Malwarebytes. But with all the different solutions that I'm trying today, Malwarebytes is the second best at preventing this stuff from getting on your system. One thing I want to note with this here is you're going to see that before we had a bunch of offers pop up. Here we did not. And I'm pretty sure it was OpenDNS that filtered out web spam and would not allow that to install. Here we have Kaspersky Internet Security. And the reason I wanted to do Kaspersky is it's the go-to solution for a business that I work for that will remain nameless. We use that one, all right, that's the one of all the options that we have available. That's the one I tell everyone to install because it does a really good job against traditional viruses, spyware, rootkits. But against potentially unwanted programs or adware, not so much. And we'll just figure that one out here in a little bit. Let's just see what happens. Of course, that's interesting. Disinfection failed. And for those of you out there who might be yelling at me, it's like, why would you choose Kaspersky? Well, it's either that or total defense. So, yeah. Oh, here's all the special offers. So we're getting all of those in here. So here in a little bit, for those of you who have seen the video about where adware comes from, this system is starting to look a lot like the unprotected system. Nice. Thank you, Kaspersky. It did eventually remove that. Just so you guys know, full disclosure, it did remove it. I just had a little bit of a problem getting it to do it, but eventually it did. Norton Internet Security, I included this one because everyone knows about it. I used to use it, and I was actually surprised. I think on the list here, it tied with the one from China, the free security from China. On potentially unwanted programs. That one's going to be the last one, and I'll tell you a little bit about it later on in the video. But it actually did prevent some things from getting installed. It prevented some network connections from getting through. As we can see, the firewall is doing its job. And we can see down in the bottom right-hand corner that auto protect is processing threat, and we don't have to deal with game bans. Now the question would be, is this worth the, what is that, I think like $70 or $80 a year for up to 5 computers? If you're concerned about adware, junkware, no, I would not say it is. And we'll see why here in a little bit. Oh, look at this. Our homepage has been changed. I think Norton is just not up to the task. It's not really good with viruses. It's not really good with adware. Move on. Emsisoft. Now this is what I want to show you. During installation, it asks you if you want to enable potentially unwanted program detection. That caught my eye. I installed it once just for fun. I saw that. I wanted to try it out. So this is where I'm really going to put it through its paces. Now, I did run this program on my own laptop at first. A little diagnostic system I take around with me. However, it is a really old laptop that uses software encryption for the hard drive. So there was a lot of overhead, and this program just made it run real slow. So this is where I wanted to give it a real chance. As you can see so far, it has blocked just about everything I'm throwing at it here. Lost connection to the internet. It's back. It killed out the connection as it was removing stuff. It's very clear about it. It asks you if you want to do it, if you want to remove it. Obviously, if you're installing this stuff or somebody is installing, they don't even know what they're really clicking on. So it's good to have a very clear, hey, we recommend that you quarantine this. I mean, if you just look at this, I mean, when I was done with it, nothing got on. It blocked every last one, every last installer. Every connection to the network got blocked. I was extremely impressed. I have used this program to remove some other things. It did not detect some really persistent Trojans. Granted, neither did any of the other security software that I used. I had to really kind of manually find the thing and remove it. And even then, I believe it had a rootkit involved, so we just kind of ended up wiping the drive. And this program did not detect it. But for this stuff, if this is what you're concerned with, this is worth your $60 a year. Sadly, or it was like $40, I'm sorry. Of course, you can go to Emsisoft.com, look it up. Yeah, it's not that expensive, but it's only for one computer, so that does kind of suck. Here we have 360 Total Security. This was something I thought was a fake antivirus program at one point. I had to remove it from a computer that was really badly infected. Ends up, it's real. And some people online, when I found it online as like a quote-unquote legitimate solution, people gave me a hard time for bad-mouthing it. So I wanted to give it a real shot. Granted, it is Chinese, and no, I don't trust the NSA any more than I trust the Chinese army, but you know, I am in America, so the NSA has a little bit more reason to protect my interests than the Chinese do. But if you want something free that protects you, I mean, this does just about, I think Norton did a little better, but if you, I mean, for the price difference between free and $70, $80 a year, I would go with this. Again, I would probably jump over to Emsisoft as the primary, or Malwarebytes if you want to use that one as well, because that's only like 30 bucks a year for 3 computers for Malwarebytes. That's a really good deal. And I think the only thing it let through was RocketTab. Especially if you do the full setup, I can help you with that. I do have security packages, yearly packages, where I'll get you set up with all of this. And if you do get infected again, then I remove it for you. Providing remote support, all that fun stuff. But you can see here, it actually did an okay job. Wasn't too bad. We did get some pop-ups. Like I said, not quite as good as Norton. Well, until next time, just remember, keep it simple.